to take his properties, including this apartment behind me. Aaron?
Damn, Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather. Why they got you up under the gun again on $25 million in taxes? Hey man, you know, stuff about to get real for you, Floyd, man.
Hey, Money Mayweather, Floyd, don't think you gonna surprise me with that big tractor trailer with all them cars on it. I done seen your cars. I done seen them.
Reports suggest Floyd Mayweather is feeling the heat after authorities allegedly locked down his holdings in connection with a $42 million fraud dispute. He maintains that his tax obligations are fully settled, arguing that the uproar stems from a biased portrayal pushed by certain outlets. According to Mayweather, the claims are exaggerated and driven by distorted coverage rather than facts.
When it comes to the media in this country, while everyone is counting my money and assuming the worst, these are the facts. Uncle Sam received $26 million from me in 2015. What else could they possibly want? I'm sure I would have been notified much sooner if there were any real discrepancies, right? Bottom line, everybody just wants to be part of the Money May show, including the IRS. That's fine. You can crunch numbers all day, but in the end, my empire is rock solid and intact. Now calculate that. Hashtag TMT, hashtag Floyd Mayweather.
Rapper and business mogul Rick Ross recently threw a subtle shot at Floyd Mayweather, poking fun at the fact that the boxing legend no longer parades his supercars the way he once did. Ross suggested that the absence of those flashy displays signals a noticeable change in Mayweather's financial reality. The comment landed as a quiet but pointed observation, implying that the lavish lifestyle that once defined Mayweather's public image doesn't appear as front and center anymore, possibly due to growing money troubles. Mayweather's long-standing obsession with luxury spending now seems to be catching up with him through escalating tax obligations. Reports indicate that he failed to properly factor in the massive tax responsibilities tied to his high-end purchases. Even as he continued to showcase exotic cars, designer watches, and multimillion-dollar properties, the financial duties connected to those assets were left unresolved. That lack of planning has reportedly led to serious issues with tax authorities, highlighting how the pursuit of image and excess may have taken priority over the financial discipline required to sustain such an extravagant lifestyle.
Mayweather is about to pay $2 billion to purchase a sports team and may never have to pay taxes again. The tax code offers these super wealthy so many methods to erase their income through deductions, and none is better than purchasing a sports team. Buying a sports team is like buying a unicorn real estate property. The value is always going to go up, the owner is going to make money, but on their tax return, they're going to use a strategy to report that they're losing money. See, the owner is actually allowed to write off the entire cost of the sports team against future income. This will allow Floyd to pay less in taxes. It's called amortization, which is very similar to depreciation. But if Floyd ever decides to sell the team, then the taxes will be owed. Who cares then? Because the taxes he was supposed to pay during those years, he's going to take that money, reinvest it for personal profit. See you, Floyd. Hit your boy up if you need help with taxes. My name is Duke, and I make taxes very easy to understand. Give me a follow to stay educated.
Once reports of Mayweather's money issues went public, he stepped forward to respond, disclosing that he had already sent $26 million to the IRS. The announcement appeared aimed at settling the narrative, but instead it sparked even more debate. Critics quickly questioned if that figure truly covered what he owed, while others wondered whether the amount shared publicly represented only a fraction of his total tax exposure.
On Instagram, $26 million, a payment he made to the IRS. By the way, nothing makes your tax payment look shadier than when you're just holding up cash.
Right.
That's not a good look for the IRS. But he showed his actual, $26 million.
Then just pay him. Like, I don't know why, like, he's mad at the media. It's like, oh, you guys are making things up. No, it's leaked that you asked to pay after this fight. Like, you make all this money. If I was Mayweather, not only would I pay them on time, the IRS, I'd tip them. I'd be like, hey, here's what I owe you. Here's a little bit. Get your woman something nice, all right? How was Christmas for your kids? Oh, you're Jewish? Convert just for this Christmas. Here, take care.
Floyd Mayweather's money problems appear to be deepening as details of his enormous liabilities continue to surface. Reports claim he owes more than $33 million to boxer Gervonta Davis, along with an unresolved financial obligation in Dubai. These pressures intensified even further after he reportedly moved forward with the purchase of a $42 million asset, reigniting concerns about his approach to spending. Detractors say committing to such high-priced acquisitions while carrying heavy debts reflects poor financial judgment and a troubling lack of long-term planning.
Damn Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather. Why they got you up under the gun again on $25 million in taxes? Hey man, you know, stuff about to get real for you, Floyd, man, because you already owe Gervonta Davis $33 million that you ain't paid him. Do anybody find this strange that your boy Floyd is on all the IRS money, on Dubai money, on Gervonta Davis money, but yet we have all this stuff, all that flash that y'all see. But y'all realize, man, he get a lot of that stuff free. Now, guys, I'm not hating because that is my favorite boxer, man. And like I said, I'm born and raised in Las Vegas, and I love his grind. He's a hell of a fighter. But, man, hey, man, let the chips fall where they may, man. Everybody can get it on my channel. I'm just putting out that news, man, like the feds is putting it out there because the feds is all in that, man, business right there, man. How you on all these millions? But, man, stay tuned for that next.
People familiar with the situation say his monthly expenses consistently exceed what he brings in. A lifestyle defined by supercars, private flights, and high-end properties has allegedly begun to weigh heavily on his finances. Those close to him claim he is known for prioritizing the enjoyment of his wealth while often ignoring tax obligations, a pattern that has played a major role in his current financial difficulties.
Look, man, you know, we both made some real money, but you know, you start burning through. You make $2-3 million a year, you burning through $100,000 a month. You ain't really got that much money.
He probably spending way more than that.
No, I'm talking regular dudes.
We
say we made $3 million, we burning through $100,000 a month. We really don't got no paper like that saved
that's
up.
A fact.
So even if he's making $100 million, if he's burning through $5, $6, $7 million a month, you still got taxes, you still got responsibilities. So I don't know nobody's bag, but you know, me and you, we real. We never count nobody paper. So
not at all.
I hope he got $10 billion. And I hope he get out of his problem.
That's a fact, because you would figure he should be able to just cash him out. Like whatever the tab is, you know, he should be able to wire that.
Yeah, I think he could do that with no problem. I think he got all the money in the world. I think they may not.
He has publicly boasted about earning enormous sums, even claiming a monthly income of $3 million, surpassing that of tech billionaire Bill Gates. Yet, financial analysts have largely rejected these statements, labeling them as highly improbable and disconnected from reality.
It says he makes $300 million a month, which is $3.6 billion a year. He makes more money than Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all of those guys. So I say all that to say this. The money that Canelo was looking for, you know, they can easily come up with that money. Floyd Mayweather got it.
Well, listen, let me put it this way to you. If he makes what did he say, $300 million a month?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm 6'4" and 240, and I know I'm 5'8" and a half and 240. So there you go. There's no way. There's that. If he makes $3 million a month on his investments, that's a lot. $36 million a year. That's a lot. So I know guys that are worth, $500-600 million, plenty of them, and they don't make $36 million a year, let alone $300 million a month. So
within just a single week, he is said to have shelled out $5 million on real estate and a private jet. This level of spending drew intense attention, sparking questions about his financial health and shining a spotlight on his ongoing tax problems. While such extravagant purchases may have been intended to uphold his flashy public persona, they have only intensified worries about the sustainability of his financial situation.
1996, a con man bought the New York Islanders with fake documents and a fax machine. This is the story of one of the craziest scams in sports history. It all starts with this guy, John Spano Jr. He ran a company called Bison Group in Dallas, Texas. They leased and financed equipment, nothing major, but he was the type of guy to make it seem like they were managing hundreds of millions of dollars. In reality, he was worth less than $5 million. But John always dreamed of being a billionaire, and his way to become one was own a sports team. So in 1995, he positioned himself as a local wealthy businessman and approached the Dallas Stars ownership group as a new potential buyer. The Stars did some basic due diligence and found out that he really didn't have as much money as he was claiming. and then they just dismissed him. So then John tries again, but this time he chooses a brand new franchise, the Florida Panthers. And he actually almost bought the Panthers. But after the owners asked for more thorough financials, the deal fell through. Which brings us to 1996 and the New York Islanders. The owner at the time, John Pickett, was desperate to move the team. He bought the team during a dynasty where they won 4 Stanley Cups in a row during the early 80s. Since then, the team was on a steep decline, losing millions a year. In the early 90s, Pickett tried to sell the team, but every time it fell through. Then out of nowhere, here comes the mysterious business tycoon, John Spano, here to save the franchise. And this time, Spano came prepared with fake financial documents, phony businesses, and forged letters of credit to look legit. He said all the right things, he looked the part, and Pickett was so desperate to sell the team, he did for $165 million. And with no one really looking too deep into it, even the NHL approved him. The wild part is, he was given full control of the team without even making a payment. For 4 months, Spano acted as a legit owner, sat in on GM meetings, signed players, traded players, and even took interviews as the owner. However, the lies did catch up to him. Spano misses his first payment and he blames it on the bank. Then he misses a second payment and now everyone starts digging into his life. Turns out he didn't have any money at all. All of his bank statements were fake and even his financial advisors were just his friends pretending. Once the truth broke, the whole deal was void. Spano was later arrested and sentenced 71 months in federal prison. Now, something like this would never happen today, but it is pretty wild that Spano owned an NHL team for 4 months with no money.
His recent purchase of multiple properties in New York City has caught widespread attention. Observers are questioning the timing and necessity of these acquisitions, particularly in light of the financial challenges he is currently facing.
Yes, Floyd Mayweather has reportedly acquired 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan, spending approximately $402 million. This substantial investment was made through his real estate firm, Vada Properties, and is intended to expand his portfolio in New York City real estate market. Mayweather has expressed that this purchase holds significant personal meaning, reflecting his humble beginnings and desire to provide affordable housing options. He stated, "Growing up, I used to dream about owning just one home by myself. When you work hard, you can achieve anything. However, it's important to note that while Mayweather has announced this acquisition, some reports suggest that property records do not yet confirm a transfer of ownership. Experts speculate that he may have acquired a minority stake with options for future expansion rather than full ownership of all 62 buildings outright. In summary, Floyd Mayweather has publicly claimed to purchase 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan for $402 million, aiming to enhance affordable housing in the area. While these claims have been widely reported, the exact details and confirmation of ownership are still subject to verification. So even ChatGPT is saying, like, that's not official. Whether Mayweather is saying it or not, ChatGPT is saying it's not official. That deal has not gone through.
He has publicly stated that he bought several buildings in New York City, but investigations indicate these claims might be overstated. Sources suggest that, rather than full ownership, he may have only secured partial stakes in some of the properties.
What's the point of buying 62 buildings? You buy a couple...
No, 62 units, I think, right?
No, 62 units could be one building.
Yeah, it could be.
They got buildings with 90 units and
yeah,
100 and some units.
He has 62 multifamily units. That's what it says. So that's 62 buildings. Like you just said, it's probably
so
62
think
buildings.
about it.
Yeah.
If he has that, some of the buildings might not be in the best condition.
Right.
So knock it down and build, or knock, if they're side by side, knock both of them down. Don't renew rents. Let them move out and then build a skyscraper.
Right.
Or if he makes commercial properties out of some of those.
That's what I'm saying.
His habit of inflating such claims has only fueled doubts about his business dealings. Continuing his pattern of over-the-top displays, he was spotted traveling in an armored tank while visiting Mexico. This striking show of extravagance drew widespread attention, reinforcing the perception that he often prioritizes flashy spectacle over practical financial sense.
Viva Mexico! See you now. See?
He is famous for amassing an impressive collection of luxury cars, with his social media frequently showcasing his newest additions. From high-end vehicles to private jets, his lifestyle revolves around flaunting his immense wealth.
You only deal with the best. So today, I purchased 3 vehicles. Give him the breakdown, Chadwick. Give him the
2025 Cadillac Escalade V ESV. This is a supercharged motor version. But the best car you purchased is...
And what about this? I bought this today.
Brand new 2025 matte blue G63 AMG.
And let's walk down here. Check this out. Come. My new toy. Give me the breakdown.
This is a Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport. This is the most rare of all the Chirons ever produced. 1 of 60. This is a 1 of 1 spec. All of the whole body is carbon fiber exposed in blue. When it's been painted, you can see there's blue exposed carbon as you...
It's not just cars and jets. His array of luxury watches is another clear sign of his love for showing off wealth. He often shares photos of his impressive timepiece collection, cementing the image of someone who thrives on extravagance.
I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. Right here, I got 3 cases. And they're all full with watches. So when I travel, I like to take, if I'm going for 45 days, I like to take 45 watches with me. I like to have options. So everybody's always asking me, what's your favorite watch? Well, one of my favorite watch brands is Avi & Co. As you can see right here, I got this a few months back, and it's one of my favorite watches. One of the best brands in the world. That's just my personal opinion. I like the brand so much, I went and bought another watch just yesterday, Avi & Co. As you can see, Avi & Co. Now, let's talk about watches, let's talk about jewelry, let's talk about a few things. I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. So we'll set this to the side. Now, we want to give the people an appetizer or something light. So we give you 2 appetizers, then we give you a main course. Just a few watches that I got while I travel. So check this out. We're gonna go here first. And of course, the company is Avi & Co. Crazy company. Now, I need you guys to come closer and check this out. So let me come to you guys a breakdown.
Floyd. His approach to business has often drawn criticism for valuing profit over ethics. Jumping into ventures without fully considering legal or moral implications has raised serious questions about his financial judgment. These contentious decisions have amplified doubts about his ability to handle wealth responsibly over the long term. Observers contend that his constant display of luxury could backfire, portraying him as someone whose persona is dominated by wealth rather than genuine success or financial acumen.
I think it was like a $5 or $8 million 5-fight deal or something like that. You have to check the numbers, but he turned that down to start his own promotion. And when he was with HBO, he worked out that deal to do the 24/7 where you can see the behind the scenes. That was right around the time when reality TV was getting big. So you didn't have social media then. People began to build and know Floyd off of the 24/7. I can tell you right now, my wife even became a boxing fan from watching the 24/7s. So the timing of him becoming his own boss, which you're gonna make the...
His past is peppered with legal challenges, many tied to money matters. He has faced jail time and his interactions with the law have consistently been complex. Even with vast wealth, he has often remarked that his fame and fortune have come at the expense of personal freedom. His financial record is also marred by allegations of scams and questionable business practices. One prominent case reportedly involved tax disputes or defrauding others, while another incident allegedly saw him detained in Dubai over unpaid debts for high-end jewelry.
The rumors were true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
Public opinion of his financial habits remains heavily influenced by past controversies. Even as he portrays himself as a savvy entrepreneur, many see him as someone who chases quick profits rather than building lasting stability. Transactions involving friends, business partners, and fans have fueled the perception that his wealth is more about showmanship than sound strategy. With each new scandal or legal complication, his image as a financial powerhouse appears increasingly fragile in the eyes of the public.
Ferrari F50. So 50's obviously going to take any chance that he can to troll Floyd Mayweather. And I don't know how accurate or true this is. 50 said it was true and then removed it off his Instagram like he sometimes does. He'll chime in on things and then remove it. But luckily for me, I know that he does that, so I screenshot everything that he posts. Just because, you know, he'll remove it and then it's hard to find it. I'm like, damn, it was up there. So just for like podcasts and just research purposes, I always screenshot them, have it on my phone. That way if it's removed, you know, it's like, hey, you know, he did post this. So what am I talking about? Let's go over this. 50 Cent has weighed in on a shocking claim in the ongoing spat between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis, saying he believes a belief that has allowed him to get in some digs of it.
That wraps up today's video. Make sure to stay tuned for the next one.